finally on the town hall, something that usually gets a debate started: e-cigarettes. For the first time, the FDA recently authorized a vaping product, giving permission for the company R.J. Reynolds to sell 3 of its Views products that were tobacco flavored while denying 10 other flavored devices.
The thought here is that these products can help smokers quit while hopefully not contributing to the growing problem of youth vaping across the country. And we know you have a lot of questions about this, so joining us live right now is Dr. Lynn Kozlowski, professor and former dean at UB's School of Public Health and Health Professions. Professor, it's great to have you on. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
So to start here, what's the significance of what the FDA has done here in relation to these e-cigarettes, and what could the impact of it be?
Well, I think it's a very important and appropriate decision. The rules of the Tobacco Product Division of the FDA are supposed to decide what's appropriate for the protection of public health. And they looked at a lot of data on this, and they made a decision not to allow flavored versions of this product on the market out of concern for kids recruiting to that product. But they did decide to allow tobacco flavored versions of this product to be on the market. And that can be a great benefit to cigarette smokers. But you have to keep in mind, cigarette smoking kills 3 in 5 smokers prematurely, and it knocks off an average of 10 years of their life. And if smokers can switch away from cigarettes by age 30 or 40, they can gain all of those years back on their life. It's very important for smokers to stop smoking. And this e-cigarette product can help them get off cigarettes. Now, one has to be mindful, and this is part of FDA's advice, that don't mess around with mixing cigarettes and this e-cigarette product. Switch to it. Try to eliminate cigarettes as much as possible, because that's where the benefit comes in reduced risk.
Yeah, Dr. Kozlowski, it really does seem like this is a balance here, right? You have to look at the bigger picture of public health. But I wonder, what does the FDA consider when it's deciding on authorization? And I guess, what does authorization even mean? People wondering about the terminology, right?
Well, I think it allows them to market this product, and there are certain restrictions on the way it's marketed. But critical to the FDA process is they'll keep reviewing what happens. So when you introduce a new product, you never really know what's going to happen. And FDA is going to keep monitoring this. And if things don't turn out as they hope, for example, if it promotes recruitment by kids to e-cigarettes, then they might withdraw this approval. But you should be aware that e-cigarette use among kids has been going down. 2 years ago, 3 in 10 high school students were using e-cigs at least once a month. 1 year ago, it was 2 in 10. This year, their new data just out, it's 1 in 10. That's hugely encouraging to see a drop in e-cigarette use among kids. And e-cigarettes remain a very valuable product for adults to get off cigarettes.
And Professor, finally, the message here is not that you want people thinking that vapes are necessarily safe, right? This is about it being an alternative to actually, smoking, which, as you illustrated very well, we know the science shows us is just so dangerous.
There's a big difference between safe and safer. And these products are much safer than cigarettes, and safer to people who are standing next to you when you use them. So there are advantages, but it would be wrong to think that any nicotine-containing product is safe.
Yeah, such important information. We really appreciate you helping us to understand this. Dr. Lynn Kozlowski, professor and former dean at UB's School of Public Health and Health Professions. Thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. We lost Kate. She just had a frog in her throat. She ran out, because you could hear the coughing. She's fine, we promise. That's going to do it for today's Town Hall. We appreciate you being here. We hope to see you back here tomorrow at 5:30. And in the meantime, if you have a question or a comment, that's our text line number, 716-849-2220.